best heavyweight, the best professional wrestling discussion on the internet, World Wrestling Entertainment, TNA Wrestling, Ring of Honor, and much more. This, ladies and gentlemen, is In the Hot Seat with your host, Fortminorproject.
Alright, what's going on, guys, and welcome to this week's episode of In the Hot Seat. And of course, as always, I got a great show lined up for you guys, and as well a brand new guest joining me at this time. And would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, this is wwedvd123.
Alright, and it's a pleasure to have you here on the show. We got a great show lined up for you guys, and I'm actually going to kick things off here and with the first topic that I got. And what are your thoughts on the Alex Riley and Miz feud?
I think it should be enjoyable to watch. I think it will be a great way for Alex Riley to start off his singles career, and just something new for the Miz to do instead of like feuding with Cena over the summer.
Yeah, and how long do you think will this feud last for? Do you think it'll last for a couple of months or maybe a month or two?
I say that it will last for only maybe a month or two because, like, if WWE wants to stay like the brands are meant to be split up, then it would just be stupid having Alex Riley, who's on SmackDown at the moment, stay on Raw.
Yeah, I actually like what they're doing with this, and you know, it's good that Alex Riley is going to be on his own, and I'm looking forward to see what Alex Riley is going to do on SmackDown. Now he's pretty much in that brand, is going to stay there after his whole feud with the Miz, and so it should be a good you know, feud going into this, and they should have, you know, some good matches. So I'm actually looking forward for that. So that should definitely be interesting to see within the next, I'm sure, you know, couple of weeks and you know, months, you know, depending how long the feud is gonna last. So it's definitely gonna be interesting. Alright, the next thing I got here, and what are your thoughts on should the six-sided ring return permanently in TNA, or should it you know, come back, you know, once in a while for pay-per-views and special events, such things like that?
I think it should just come back once in a while, because I am actually enjoying the four-sided ring.
Okay.
The six-sided ring was you say hold on there?
Oh, no. Go ahead.
Alright. The six-sided ring was something different.
Yeah.
But I just think it's gone past its days, and like it should definitely be just a four-sided ring, and maybe the six-sided for like Destination X and Slammiversary.
Okay. Yeah, with me, I got, you know, to take used to pretty much with the four-sided ring with TNA. With the six-sided ring, it was, you know, unique and something different. You know, I know it's supposed to be coming back at Destination X, which is coming up. You know, which I believe is next month, if I'm not mistaken. So, if they can have it, you know, once in a while for pay-per-views, I guess I wouldn't mind that. If they have it come back, you know, permanently, I would be fine with that too. So, it's good that they're gonna at least bring it back, you know, what it seems like to be once in a while. So I wouldn't really have a problem with that. And pretty much represents TNA, representing that it's something different. And that's what pretty much are my thoughts with that. So that's it when it comes to that. And the next thing that I got here as well, what are your thoughts on the possible, what looks to be this possible feud with Michael Cole and Booker T, and what are your thoughts on that? You know, since it seems like there's going to be some sort of storyline at the moment.
Michael Cole shouldn't wrestle. So that's my thoughts on it. Fuck off, Michael Cole, please. We'll leave it like that.
Oh, just to make it short and simple, I actually agree with you on that. Hopefully that doesn't happen, you know, with the whole Michael Cole and King feud, you know, but that was bad enough. It should have ended at the previous pay-per-view, which was Extreme Rules, but, you know, at least that thing has come to an end. So, you know, I could agree with you with that. So hopefully we might not be able to see that, since we started to see something, you know, with Booker T and Cole on SmackDown. So hopefully that'll be the only thing that we'll get to see out of them, and have Michael Cole either reveal himself as the manager of Raw or just stick with commentary. And that's it when it comes to that. So that's it with that topic that we got there. And the next thing that I got here, and what are your thoughts on Tough Enough as a whole with this season? And do you think there should be a next season? And what are your thoughts on Tough Enough?
Tough Enough has been enjoyable. It's a great start off for our Monday Night Raw if you live in America.
Right.
For me, it's fairly enjoyable to watch those here, even though I have to watch it via YouTube. I would think if they were going to continue on Tough Enough, that they should make it available to like other countries because it's only on in America that I know of, and maybe Canada.
Yeah.
So that's one thought I should have at it. Plus, if you are going to do have sort of like guys that are like show us having the guys try out like you used to back in the old series, because like this it's just been a little bit stupid that they didn't have. It just showed us like the main guys that are going to be in it, and then show us a couple of guys that were like who just trained out, which you got the boogeyman out of because he tried out for Tough Enough and didn't even make like the final 12 or 8.
Yeah, and with Tough Enough, it has been, one of my favorites, so I'm happy that they decided to bring it back. Stone Cold has really done a great job, as well as Trish Stratus, Booker T, and Bill DeMott, coming in as trainers and helping out these rookies. And, one of my favorites was, I thought was going to win this whole thing was Martin, but unfortunately he got injured at that, towards the end of it, so, really sucks that he didn't really make it to the finals. So, throughout this whole season, it's been nothing but great, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed, having some of the, wrestlers come in as guests. We had The Rock in there, we had John Morrison, pretty much just about almost everyone, I guess, in a way, from the roster, and some from the past and stuff like that. So, having Tough Enough was really cool. Hopefully, we'll see a next season with Tough Enough, and I'm not too sure if we're going to have, new trainers in that, but if Stone Cold is going to be hosting again, I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. So, Tough Enough has been great with that.
Can I just say one more thing about the trainers?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I have felt like that Stone Cold, Bill DeMott, and Booker T haven't actually been that good at trainers. I have felt like that they judge things too harshly, like they did with Matt Cross on week number 2, like saying how he wasn't breaking away from the crowd. Well, he never really had an opportunity because they were teaching people the basics. So I don't understand how they expected a guy who had like 10 years of wrestling experience just to break away when you were teaching them the basics. And if he had gone up to try some of his high-flying moves, you probably would have killed him because he wasn't doing what you were doing.
Yeah. Well, I guess they just, made it harder on them, and to see if they're actually, tough enough to be in mainstream companies. So, I guess, understand what they're doing with that. So, I guess that's what they were doing anyway. But yeah, I, can come down understanding what you're trying to say with that. Alright, the next thing, which is actually the last topic that I got here, and which wrestlers from Superstars do you see coming over to TV, and do you think, and who are ready for TV? What are your thoughts on that?
A lot of Super.
Alright, so apparently we just lost a brief connection over the Skype call, so we are going to continue things with the last topic here, and with that being said, like I mentioned, what are your thoughts on some superstars, well, wrestlers I should say, on Superstars, do you think that are ready to be on TV?
Yeah, like I was saying, that Tough Enough, I mean, fucking Superstars is a great show because they don't care about rivalries, or they don't have rivalries or anything like that. It also warms up the Monday Night Raw crowd and SmackDown crowd because it's taped like before that. So it's a great warm up for the show. But the guys that I think should be able to come up is number 1, Tyson Kidd, because now he's got a manager, plus he is a great wrestler. Of course, Zack Ryder, who is a fucking obvious one. And Trent Beretta, because Trent Beretta had a brilliant match with Tyson Kidd on the last episode of Superstars. That really had me actually on the edge of my seat, mainly because I'm a Trent Beretta mark. But yeah, I just thought it was a great match, and think that those 3 guys can come up and definitely make a great impact.
Yeah, and I can agree with you with actually, those guys maybe Yoshitatsu, he can, work some good matches. It depends on, who it is. Definitely, guys like Trump and Ryder have been really doing some good matches on there as well. I've been, enjoying his matches. Tyson Kidd definitely, since he's pretty much, working this thing when he's going to be with managers now. And, try it and, in a way, make his way, towards the top and maybe into, mid-card championship, hopefully sometime down the road, which I think, would be cool to see. So Tyson Kidd, I think, he'll be ready for SmackDown, hopefully soon, instead of being on Superstars each and every week. Zach Rowley, definitely, I think, like you mentioned, he is, one of the obvious ones. Of course, I think everyone wants to see him, at least do something on Raw, maybe be in a tag team or something, even as well as win a mid-card championship, which I think, be good for him. So hopefully we will get to see that. He's been used a little bit on Raw, just in the backstage segment, but hopefully he'll actually wrestle a match and maybe get put into a storyline. Who knows? But definitely I would love to see something like that. As well as Kurt Hawkins too as well. He's been having some good matches on Superstars, so why not have Kurt Hawkins be involved and on Raw more often. So with that being said, that's pretty much it with all the topics. Is there anything else that you want to give your final thoughts on before we end this show?
Just subscribe up above and to check out my channel, and thanks for having me.
Alright, it's been a great show, and it's been a pleasure having you here, and you're more than welcome to come back anytime. I will definitely leave a link down below so everyone can check you out. And that about does it for this week's episode of In the Hot Seat, and as always, I will talk to you guys later on. Peace.